Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics. Thanks for hanging out with me in the fish room. I know 3 videos in like 5 days. What in the world is going on? I don't know. I'm on fire and I don't know why. I just know I got some serious issues. Just back and forth. I don't know, I got some crazy mood swings. I must be going through menopause. No, I don't think I'm going through menopause. All right, so I've got this cool new system that I've designed on how to grow fry out. It's kind of a step up from the previous one I did. We'll show you that one, and then we'll show you the new one so you can kind of get an idea of why I'm doing that. But before we get started on that, again, you might have heard last video, this is the month for all the members. If you are a member of the channel, this is the month that you get to choose your free gifts. If you guys don't know about it, you click on the join button above. It'll tell you all about it. I've got these prints that a friend of mine actually draws, and she allows me to print them and give these things away. And so every other month I allow you to choose 2 different ones. And so the choices for this month, let me turn that the right way. Choices of this month are it's the Apistogramma and the Caridina shrimp, crystal red. If that's not the one you want some other ones, you'll be able to choose those also. I put a link out if you didn't actually see that. It's under the community tab. So if you click up on my channel and then click on the community tabs, you'll see where you can choose which one you want. There's a Google form where you can fill everything out. If you're not a member, you won't be able to see that because it's only posted to the members. So if you guys want to know about this, there's a lot of you guys that do this. You'll probably see a lot of people posting below how much they love these things. So if you're interested, click on that join button. Again, it's only $5 a month, and you get prints that I think she normally sells for $20 a piece or something like that. All right, let's go show this new fry grow out rack that I've got going on. All right, so before we move on to the new one, I want to show you guys the old one and show you why I'm having to do something a little bit differently. This is the one's a 20-gallon long. I've just got a pump that pumps up here and it pumps out into all these drippers. And then I've just got these little containers, and whenever the eggs hatch, I'll take the babies, I'll put them in here, begin to feed them, power feed them to grow them up. But what happens, especially since almost all these are rainbow fish, when these babies get to be a certain size, if you add other babies to it, they will then eat those fry. I don't know if you can see back here in the back, there's a couple of babies that are back there, and those guys are, if I was to put just a couple of day-old fry in there, they would eat those babies. So I need something to go from here, or that's in between from here to the aquarium. I don't want to, when they're this size, I don't want to just go ahead and move them to the aquarium because they're just still too small. So I need something that I can move them from here into something else. And then grow them out from there, and then when they're finally big enough in that setup, I can then move them to the tank and grow them out there. So that's why I have decided to come up with another way. So let's move over to the new one. All right, so here we have the new setup. And so what I've done here is sort of similar to the other one. We've got the 20-gallon down here, 20-gallon long. And then we've got a pump down here. We've also got a heater because I want to keep the water nice and warm because the fry will grow faster. And then we've got the water that's pumping up to here. Now here's the big difference in what I've actually got going on in here. So if you look right here, this is a piece of plastic rain gutter, okay? And then right here we have the Marina. Well, no, they're not Marina anymore. They stopped being Marina, Fluval bottom. So these are the Fluval hang-on breeder boxes. These are the ones that can do a bunch of different things. They're normally designed where you have air that's pushing through and it automatically circulates water in and out. So I'm using these things as a different purpose. You can see we've got some of these here. We've got the bigger one back here. So these will be where we house the next size fry in. And then you can see right here, this is what's going down to the pump there. It's pumping it up. Now, right now I've just got it set up with just 3 of them, but it's obviously going to be a lot bigger than that. And so right now what you have on them is you have the top here, and then you have an adjustable dripper that's on here. So this thing is constantly pushing water through here. You could use smaller drippers, you could just not use drippers at all and just push as much water as you have through there. There's a lot of different ways to manipulate the amount of water that you're gonna have. But right now with the setup, these work fine. I probably am not gonna continue to use this pump. This is just a MaxiJet 1200, I think. I would like to use one of the diaphragm pumps that you set up outside the water, the ones that are used for RO units, because I don't know if this thing is going to be able to push enough of these, because this setup is going to be designed to hold about 30 of these total when I finally get it completely built out. And so the way this thing works is this is the way these things are set up. So when this fills up with water, it simply overflows on this side, and when it overflows into the gutter here, and then I've drilled a hole here and put a bulkhead here, and then the bulkhead is sealed tight, and so when it fills up with water, it just drops down back into this tank, and then the process starts all over again. Now, when you get these containers, you normally have this little piece right here, and this little piece is the one that actually slides right here, and that's supposed to keep the fish from actually going over the edge as this thing is pushing water out, but this thing doesn't work very well at all. So what I've done to modify that is I've just taken some sponge type material, and I've cut it down, and you can see it right there. I've just pressed it into place. That way it overflows into this thing and then through that. That way you don't have to worry about any of the fry at all going over. Because if you use the little plastic piece I showed you, that thing won't work at all. This comes with a bunch of other attachments. You've got this thing that you can put down here in the bottom. So you can also use this. Let's say you have a female guppy that's about to give birth. You could put her in here and put this here. That way the fry will fall to the bottom and she can't get them. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, but the main thing that I have it set up for is just to grow out the fry. And so as you can see right now, we've just got it where it's just one row. But you can see I've got a space here where I can do 3 more rows. And so all I have to do is we can take another piece of gutter. You can see this piece of gutter here. You can see on the ends that I've actually used the silicone to cut a little piece and glue it on there. You can buy the end pieces to these gutters, but they're like $5 a piece, and they didn't have any anyway. So I had to end up doing it this way. So I would just have to, we'd have to put that one there, and then you would have to raise this side up so that it runs down, and then as it runs down into this one, it's going to drip into that one. So you can have these on every single row so that it's overflowing down and overflowing down and overflowing down and going there. And so that way you're constantly running all this water through here. I'm going to try to warm the water up to probably about 84 degrees. That way when it passes through all these, it should hold in some of that heat and hopefully keep these things somewhere around the 80, 82 degrees is what I'm trying for. But again, this is an entirely new setup, so I don't know, how well it's going to work. It's obviously going to be something we have to kind of figure out as we go along. Now, you could have taken this setup and just put it up against a wall so that you just have one side, but I figure why not turn the thing sideways, and then that way we can get some on this side and some on this side, so you can get twice as many of these things going at one time. So again, I can get a bunch of these things. Used to you could get a smaller one of these, but this is the only size they sell them at now. I'm a Fluval dealer. So I get to buy these things direct, so obviously this is cheaper for me to set up. But if you guys are interested in these things, I sell these on the website. I'll link that down below. But I'm interested if you guys can find anything else that works like this. I'd love for you guys to tell me what that is below, because I'd like to find a cheaper way to do this. Because again, this thing can get pretty expensive even with me being able to buy this thing direct. Alright, so you look up here, here's all these. I've got these ready to go. I got to get everything set up correctly so I can get those things put in, and then we'll begin to move fry over. So I'm really excited about this setup. I think it's really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys got any questions or any kind of comments about this, be sure to leave that down at the bottom so I can answer any of those questions. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.